Yo.
It is award season and welcome to the first ever annual Budget Ebike Awards, or the BEBAS. In this video we'll be giving out awards for the best e-bikes in multiple categories, including best fat tyre folder, best café racer e-bike, best step through, best legal commuter and many more. We'll of course be sharing the EVRC's bike of 2024, but not only that, we'll be giving out EVRC's Electric Raspberry Award for the most disappointing e-bike of 2024.
2024 has seen the channel continue to grow and we've managed to review more bikes than ever. So my personal thanks to everyone who has tuned in last year, commented, left a like, used our affiliate links and generally just helped this channel keep going. Thank you all so much, and I do hope that 2025 is a great year for all of you. Also, a big shout out of course to the brands that have sent bikes to the channel, because without those bikes we wouldn't actually have a channel, so I appreciate that. And I also appreciate the fact that even though I'm going to be totally honest and sometimes say very negative things about your bikes, you still continue to send them, so thank you.
So let's get straight into it. Our first category is for the best ultralight folding e-bike of 2024, and the nominations are the DYU C2, the Huga Virum, the Bodywell T16 and the Pivi Libon. And the winner is the Huga Virum.
From Danish brand Huga, the Virum is a personal favourite of mine. Not only is it lightweight at just 18 kilograms, it also has hydraulic brakes, it folds and is a full-size bike that you won't look silly on. By the way, if you want to know more about the bikes I mentioned, check out the channel where I've been updating the playlist to match the award categories. Want to see more lightweight bikes? Click on the lightweight bike playlist.
Our next award is for the best step-through bike of 2024. The nominations are the Farfreeze F20 Pro, the Cyrusha Ovia, the One Sport OT16 2, and the Engwe L20 Boost. And the winner is the Engwe L20 Boost.
The L20 Boost is based on one of my favourite bikes of 2023, the Engwe L20. It's got fat tyres, front and rear rack and a good motor, but this time it has a boost button, so whenever you need an extra boost, give it a press and away you go. Be aware though that in its current form it's not actually fully road legal as they say, since the boost button causes you to do over 15.5 miles per hour. They are due to update this, so it might be worth waiting before you make a purchase unless you want the boost to take you over 15.5 miles per hour.
Our next award is for the best cargo e-bike of 2024, and the nominations are the Engwe L20 Boost, the Pivi LS20, the Fido T2 Longtail and the Testway X70 Pro. And the winner is the Fido T2 Longtail.
One of the few bikes I've kept in order to use regularly, this bike is a favourite of my son's since it's what I use to take him to school. With amazing carrying capacity, including 2 kids on the back if you so wish, it also has a secret rocket mode to quickly unlock and lock the speed of the bike when needed. It is very big though, so make sure you have the room.
Now this award is for the best gadget of 2024. It might be an accessory or it might be something that has helped out or could help out e-bikers. The nominations are the Pidzoom helmet mounted mirror, the Lumos smart lights, the Flextail mini electric pump and the Hover X1 drone. And the winners are, that's right, there's 2 winners for this one, the Hover X1 drone and the Lumos smart lights.
If you are interested in filming your rides, then the Hover X1 and its more expensive brothers are amazing. The drone will effortlessly follow you around, filming you from behind, the front, the side and various other configurations. It is amazing. If you're not interested in filming your rides though, the Lumos smart lights are a revelation. They easily charge via USB and can be configured via app to be front, rear or even indicator lights, turn signals for those in America. The indicator buttons can be mounted on your handlebars and they flash when indicating, so you remember to turn them off. Amazing.
Right, our next award is for the best city commuter bike of 2024, and for this one I wanted to keep it legal. I wanted to keep the bikes lightweight, so if you needed to get onto public transport you could, but if you weren't going to go onto public transport you could still ride the bike all the way. And the nominations are the Haybike EC1, the DYU C2, the Farfreeze F20 Pro, and the Hugavira. And the winner is the Ebike EC1.
One of my favourite bikes, and it is fully UK and EU legal. A fantastic lightweight commuter that feels a lot more expensive than it is, and with a bit of pedalling easily gets up to 30 miles per hour. Don't forget to check out the channel to see reviews of all the bikes I've mentioned, including the fantastic Ebike EC1.
Next up, a very crowded sector. We have the best single motor folding fat tyre e-bike of 2024. The nominations are the Vitalan i7 Pro 2, specifically the version 2 because it's got a better motor, Tesway X70 Pro, the Jasian X Hunter, and the Pivi Turbo. And the winner is, and again we've got two winners, we've got the Pivi Turbo and the Vitalan i7 Pro.
The Pivi Turbo isn't like your standard fat tyre folder that's been copied over and over. It has a unique frame with nice rear suspension. It has great performance, check out its hill climb, despite being the cheapest bike in the list and one of the cheapest bikes I've ever reviewed. If you want a bit more speed and torque though, hydraulic brakes and turn signals, then a shout out to the other winner, the Vitalan i7 Pro 2, specifically version 2 with the Bafang motor. It's one of the fastest single motor e-bikes we've had up our hill climb hill, and only shares the award due to how cheap the Pivi Turbo is.
Now an interesting one. It's a style of bike that divides people. Some people love them, some people hate them, some people just can't use them. But this is for the best cafe racer style, Super 73 style e-bike that we've had on the channel in 2024. Now we've only actually had 4 of them this year, and only 3 of them have been made nominations because I probably wouldn't nominate the other one. It was okay, but anyway, the nominations are the Coswheels CT20S, the Evercross EK30, and the Ridstar Q20 Pro. And the winner is the Evercross EK30.
Despite stiff competition from the fastest bikes we've ever had up our hill climb hill, the Evercross EK30 wins on account of it being the only one you're really allowed to ride. It looks brilliant and I love the comfy seat, and it's also super cheap. It's a proper stylish cruiser and is legal since it has no throttle and has a top speed of 15.5 miles per hour. However, it can be unlocked to go a little faster, and you could add a throttle if you wanted to.
Now a category that a lot of people will be interested in, and that is the best value e-bike of 2024. Suffice to say, all of these e-bikes will be under £1,000, most of them way under £1,000, and also they've got to be good. They can't be cheap and rubbish, they're cheap and actually quite good. And the nominations are the Pivi Turbo, which comes in at £799, but you can also get an extra £50 off using a discount code. The Hitway BK6S, which is only £649, but with an extra £30 off with our discount code. The Evercross EK30, which just won the Cafe Racer category, that comes in at only £699, and you can get an extra £35 off with our discount codes. And finally, the Duots C29, which is only €899. Sorry to muddy the waters with some euros, but that's less in pounds, obviously. And you can get an extra €50 off with a code. And the winner is the Evercross EK30.
I just can't get over the price of the Evercross. Unlike some cheaper bikes I've reviewed, the Evercross doesn't feel cheap in any way whatsoever. You really feel like you're riding a bike costing well over £1,000. At just a little bit over £650 with my code, being able to ride around on a cool cafe racer style bike, knowing that you're legal and won't get pulled over, is an amazing feeling.
Now the award for the one that upsets the most people, the one that generates the most comments on the channel saying you're just breaking the law and all that lot of stuff. And that is for the best beastly e-bike of 2024. And the nominations are the Enquiries X3000 Max, the Enquiries X2000 Max, the Coswheel CT20S, and the Ridstar Q20 Pro. And the winner is, of course, if you've been following the channel, the Enquiries X3000 Max. Let me tell you why.
So this category basically came down to the top 4 positions on the Sandy Lane hill climb. all dual motor apart from the Coswheel. I chose the X3000 Max as despite being a bit slower than the Coswheel and the Ridstar, I still think it looks like a bike, so it won't make you as much of a target. Being able to ride without being totally paranoid is great, and the bike still has those cool motorbike style handlebars and a nice big front light. Shout out to the X2000 Max, which is similar but has the folding handlebars and is a bit slower.
And now, the sad award. It is the EVRC Electric Raspberry Award for the most disappointing e-bike of 2024. Now, I do want to say that these e-bikes aren't necessarily bad e-bikes. They're just, for whatever reason, disappointing e-bikes. So for each one, I am going to say a little bit, just so people don't get really upset, because you might own this bike, and if you own it, it doesn't mean it's a bad bike. I was just personally a bit disappointed by it. So we have the Enquiries Engine Pro. It's not a bad bike, but it could have been so much more, and it didn't really improve on the Engine Pro 1 in a segment which has got a lot more competition in it these days. The Hiddo's B10, it's a cool looking motorbike style e-bike, but it was underpowered and way too small for most people. The Enquiries, again, sorry Enquiries, I do love Enquiries, but you know, they've got a lot of bikes, so some are going to be a bit disappointing. So the Enquiries X24, it should have been a beast, but it wasn't really a beast. And finally, the Pivi Libon, the CE edition. Not the International edition, the CE edition, which I think stands for Crap Edition. I had such high hopes for that bike, but the hill climb made it malfunction and go all weird, and then it broke even more, and now it just sits in the corner of my shed, feeling sorry for itself. And the winner is the Pivi Libon CE edition.
The Pivi Libon CE edition mainly wins because it should have been brilliant. It's super lightweight, looks really nice, foldable in a useful way. It really could have been somebody, but it died and now it just takes up space. Luckily, the International edition seemed fine, and I will be taking it on a train along with two other folding lightweight e-bikes in the future in an upcoming EVRC adventure.
And now the final award of the evening or the morning. It's the most prestigious e-bike award in all of e-bikedom, if you discount all the other awards and only include this one. It is, of course, the EVRC's Bike of 2024. Now, before I announce this award, just a little reminder that every bike I've nominated is a really, really good bike, and also it is all down to my opinion. There's been no voting for it. You guys might have totally different opinions from me, so if you do, please leave a comment down below and let's get a big discussion going on what your favourite bike is and what you would have given best bike of 2024 and stuff like that. But as for this channel, the nominations are the Enquiries X3000 Max, the Ebike EC1, the EVRC EK30 and the Fido T2 Longtail. They've all won smaller awards tonight, but which one will take the overall crown? EVRC's Bike of 2024 is the Enquiries X3000 Max.
I said it was my favourite e-bike when I reviewed it back in May, and despite some stiff competition, it still remains my favourite. I love the fun of the dual motor torque, but at the same time, it isn't stupidly fast that it's just taking the P. It's a fantastic bike and a worthy e-bike to be crowned the EVRC Bike of 2024.
And that brings our ceremony to a close. Thank you so much for watching not only this video, but any videos that you've watched throughout this year. You've helped this channel grow so much, so thank you for all those good things you've done, whether you've liked a video, watched all the way to the end, even watched adverts or used our affiliate links, every little thing that you could have done. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So my personal award goes to all of you guys. Thank you so much, because obviously I couldn't do this if no one watched it. So thank you so much for watching the channel, and I do hope you'll continue to tune in 2025, where we get loads of new bikes. I've already got loads in boxes that I need to unbox and start reviewing, and I also like to do some more interesting content like discussion and also maybe some more EVRC adventures. Thanks again for watching this particular video. If you did enjoy it, leave us a thumbs up, will you? And until next time, have a happy new year, and of course, ride safe. Bye bye.